Hi,
Hi,
it's Jen
and Mel.
from Teacher
Teacher
Lunch.
Lunch, episode 20.
Wow. Wow. And our audience is growing. Keep
Yes,
coming,
thank
keep
you so
coming.
much for all the
Yeah.
support.
We like doing teacher talk and we like doing mommy talk. We like doing all sorts of talks. I think today we decided we were going to talk about
Excuses,
excuses,
excuses.
excuses, excuses. I think that
I think we can
teachers,
go a far way with excuses.
yeah,
Let's stick with that.
I think teachers have heard probably the most excuses in the world.
Yes.
Right? Because think about it. If you have 21 students, that's 21 parents, 21 excuses, 182 days.
Right. Right.
Literally.
Right.
Like, and I want to tell, like, now that I'm older as a teacher, I do tell the kids, like, here's an example. I didn't do my mom didn't remind me to do my homework.
Right. Or
Right?
my mom didn't put my library book in my backpack.
Okay. And what do we say? Because we're older, I'll say, it's not mom's responsibility. It's yours, right?
It's yours, yes.
But then you have the parent conferences, and I explain the missed homeworks, and they say, but we had to go to my mother's. He had to go see the grandmother. Oh, he had a lot of practice. And I, when in my younger days, I'd be like, okay. Older days, I'm like, remember though, it's your child's responsibility. And all the other kids handed in their homework, and most of them had the same responsibilities.
Right. And then I believe as a mother, natural consequences, like, if you don't do your homework, that's on you. That's not me. Like, and
Yeah.
I stick by that. And I think my kids have been much better with time management because of it, because they've had failures. They've had missing homeworks.
Yeah.
He
Sorry.
failed ceramics during COVID. He failed.
Sorry.
F,
How do you feel ceramics at COVID?
because he did. And of course I did go to bat for him. I did. I said he has an IEP, and I went, and she was lovely.
Did you have
She
to
gave him a
build? Did
D.
he have to make a
He had to
ceramic
make
thing
things. He had to make things.
and then show it on?
And then show it. And he just did not do it. What 16-year-old
Oh, he didn't do it
boys
at all.
At all.
Oh, okay. I thought she was failing him on his little ceramic ashtray or something that he was making.
No.
Oh, well,
So
he didn't do it.
But he didn't
Why did
do
you go
it.
to bat? Enable her.
I did enable him because he was going to have an F on his report card for the whole year. And it was his junior year.
So what was your excuse?
My excuse was, it's him, and you know how he is, and he's never going to use ceramics in his whole life.
Oh my
And
God.
I'm so sorry. Please
so
just give him a D.
surprised. But I get it. I get.
Because
Yeah,
how
listen,
could he have enough? He was
it's
never
your
going to go to
baby.
college. And then I was like,
Chris.
he's going to be stuck with me forever and ever, and he's going to be
Yeah,
living in my
that's the
basement with
biggest-
high socks.
Oh my God.
Please.
Horrible.
He's got to go to college.
I went to my first Al-Anon meeting, and I sat there, and my son was 18, and I said, listen, I just don't want to be the mother with the 30-year-old living in their basement.
I know.
And he's 27. He's not living in my basement.
Right, and then
he's
you
doing
met your
very well.
goal.
But you never.
You don't want that.
Who wants? Can you
Nobody
imagine?
wants that.
Why high socks, by the way?
I just
I
picture
caught
him
that.
with, like, those striped high athletic socks.
Like lawn mowing
Yeah.
socks? Oh my
With,
God.
I don't know. I just pictured him with high socks in my basement.
I don't think Chris would wear high socks.
I don't think so
I don't
either.
think
like knee
so.
socks.
Yeah, knee socks, no. But listen, I don't know if that's considered making an excuse as helping out your kid. There's differences, right? Like,
Yeah. What's the difference between an excuse
Yeah.
or an advocate? Let's say that.
let's do that. Like, I'll tell you the situation that I heard of, this one situation.
This is really bothering you. It's
Yes.
on your mind.
I'm sorry, because they were exchanging dimes, 10 cents to use Legos, to use the Legos.
So what they were, people, is they were charging. The kids were charging other kids to use the Legos, the classroom set.
Okay.
And you can't do that.
You can't do that. But the mother said that the one, I don't know, like it wasn't in my class.
Oh, okay, good.
No, it was my cousin who teaches.
Okay.
Yes. And they said that it was because they gave them money to build them something. And that's all fine and good, but you can't exchange money in a classroom. That's what I
Right.
told her.
But a lot of times too, what happens in my kids' school is those styluses go with the computer.
Okay.
They charge. So if you lose your stylus, they charge you like $45.
Okay.
So what my lovely entrepreneur was doing was finding them on the floor and holding them, and then selling them for $40.
Oh.
So it was cheaper to
God,
buy it
that's
from
hysterical.
him than from the school, which
That's
I was like, that's
hysterical.
extortion. You can't
Which
do
one of your kids?
Which one do
Chris.
you think? Of course.
I love, first of all, her son Chris is probably, I love all her kids tremendously, but Chris has just got a special place in my heart.
Yeah, God bless. He's going to
Love
be living
him.
with you in the basement
I'll
with the
take him.
socks.
I'll take him. You take Austin.
I'll take Austin. I love Austin. So there
Austin
we
today
go.
texted me. I hope your day is great. I love you. And you know what my response was? What do you need? And he goes, nothing. I was like, okay, I just
But see, that's because we have so many, like we're in crisis mode all the time,
all the
right?
time.
Because the same similar thing. Matthew texted me when I was on the phone with my mother, and I go, Matthew, never text me at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. She goes, oh my God, hang up and tell me what happened. And he was texting me a Soprano skit about Prince Albert. Did you wake up yet? And it's about Chris because he sleeps so much. So it was like a joke.
Yeah.
And I'm
But
thinking,
you're
oh
thinking
my
something
God.
else.
Then I forgot to call my mother back. So half
Oh,
hour
now
later, she goes,
she doesn't
what
know.
the hell happened? Is everybody okay? I'm like, it's fine, Mom.
Yeah.
It's awful. but we
It's
can do that.
awful. Like with some, like it's just, I don't know. It's how I think. Like, you know, it's also for that. My older one, I did do a lot of excuses for him. I will say. I was.
We
So
all
you
do.
are right. I was that parent. Like I would go into the school all the time with the teachers. Like the one teacher, I'd be like, "You need to stop touching him. Like stop. Like he doesn't like to be touched. So it's your fault. He's not doing well in class. It wasn't his fault that he would never hand in his homework. It was.
Right.
It was because she was touching him. So like, yeah.
We do it. Parents make mistakes. We do. And then the first one, right? We make so many mistakes.
Oh,
the
my
second
God.
one, we make mistakes. The third one, we got pretty good. And the fourth one, we got it down to a science.
I don't even know he exists.
Mine did his own Christmas shopping.
I mean,
he went online and bought all of his stuff.
Smart.
And I said, aren't you going to feel bad? No. Why am I going to feel bad? I
He got what he
everything I
wanted.
I said, okay, you're going to wrap it too? He's like, sure.
Oh my God, that's
I
hysterical.
mean, come on. So
No,
my
it-
fourth
yeah.
one is fine.
Because like my first one, we thought he was going to be a baseball player on the Yankees because he was so good.
Yeah.
But that
with
those
the wiffle ball
listen
bat
to
at
me.
2 years
It was
old.
our eyes he was so good. So just remember that it wasn't that like the entire world thought he was so good. His mother and father did, and we invested all this money in pitching and hitting and pitching and hitting and bats and bats and bats and hitting. And then he quit sophomore year of high school. I mean, are you kidding me? You freaking kidding me, kid?
Well, that's the bottom line. Everybody's a right to their own life.
Yes.
And you can't pick their mate, and
Nope.
you can't pick their career, and you can't
Nope.
pick their friends, and you can't pick their notes.
Nope.
You can't pick anything.
Nope. And you know, I think it's important, all you new teachers and all you like what Melissa said, is that these are their babies.
Right.
These are their kids. And I look at it, maybe it is an excuse for their kid, and it's a fine line on how you speak about it. And, you know, it's tricky. It's tricky.
It's very tricky being a teacher too, because you have all of these kids in your class or throughout your day. Like me as a specialist, I have a lot of personalities.
Yeah.
And not every personality
No.
drives with my personality.
No, and you have to remember this too. You can get in trouble too. So like what happens is this is why we have a union, right? Like if I say something, if I'm like, no, this kid has to have a 2 and I'm sticking to it. And they go to the administration, because some parents do, they go over the head. And then, you know, sometimes administration doesn't want to deal with parents and this and that. And it's frustrating because you want to be careful also as a teacher, right? Like there's a lot of things that we have to kind of keep in mind when the kid doesn't do what he's supposed to do and how we phrase it to them and the kids, because
yeah, they're ready to make the excuse
Yes.
and then go to the administrator to get it
yes,
rectified.
like if they did, like when they're older in 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, they don't do their homework or this and that, and this, they're going to get an F. You're going to fail the class. But
I know it's
there's a
very
lot of
tricky.
consequences that come down the line with the parent and the admin when you fail.
And I feel like I'm a better teacher now that I'm a mother, because I've been through all of this with all my kids, right? And I get it. Like I
Yeah.
understand even behaviors. Like there are kids that have these major behaviors, major.
It's worse now.
And you know, but I empathize because I'm like, there's a reason why there's so much anger or there's so much frustration. There's a reason, right?
I don't
It's
know
not
what
that-
it is.
Nobody
It's the
raises their
phones.
kid and says, "Oh, I want my kid to be an a-hole." Nobody wants
no
that.
one
We
wants an
all
a-hole.
want nice
Unless the
kids.
parent is an a-hole, then you know that kid's going to be an a-hole, right? Have you met parents and you like think about all the sports you go to and you see that kid who's like such a cocky kid and he's like that, and then you meet the father or the mother and you're like, oh, I see
Yeah,
where
the
it comes
apple
from.
tree made the apple.
I see it. Yep, I get it.
But then there's also those nasty parents, and the poor kid is like trying to like appease them and do everything to make them proud, and then they're never satisfied. I've
I
seen that
know.
on the fields a lot
Oh
too.
my God. The
Even with
sports.
grades, like the grades, like you have to get
Yep.
this grade.
Yep,
Please, I have average kids, and I'll tell you something.
they're going to
I'm
be just
happy.
fine. Just
I'm
fine.
happy.
Be happy.
Nobody's stressed
Nope.
out. Nobody's got stomach aches, worrying
Nope.
about what college they're
Yeah,
getting into.
running out of the schools, not wanting to go, having to try to drag them out of the car. Our kids
Let's
go right to
normalize
school.
average kids.
Yes, please let them. You know, like a lot of times teachers will say, I have to refer this kid because they're no, you don't. They're just a different learner. Listen, you know when the kid is suffering as a learner.
There's learning disabilities
you
that
know
are
that.
real.
Right.
But there's a lot of times it's just a behavior, right?
Yes.
And it's like just,
And you don't
I
know
don't
what's
know.
going on at their home. You don't know. Like dig deeper before you just start referring these kids and throwing them in a different class or trying to throw them in a different class. You just please, you're better for that student sometimes. Like just stick with them, meet with the parents, get to know the story. That's what I
Yeah,
like to
everybody
do.
has a story,
Everyone
right?
has
We
a
all have
story.
stories.
God, my
All four of my
Atlanta.
kids have different
They all have
stories.
stories. They're all going to be on. Well, one is already on the couch. They're all going to be on the couch talking about me when they get older.
Oh, I know they
Every
all
one of
are.
them.
And it's okay.
Whatever.
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 If it helps you out by blaming me,
Because you
go
know
for it.
what? Like Christmas is coming and the goose is getting fat. Please put a penny in the old man's hat. I had to do it. But Christmas Eve is a big holiday for us Italians, and I obviously have no parents. I'm an orphan, and I realized this is the first year I'm really trying to stick to like everything like my grandmother made, my aunts made, like escarole pie with the pinoles and the raisins and the
Mm.
anchovy. Whether you like anchovy or not, but that's how they made it. So I'm gonna. And then my husband goes, "I'll do it." I'm like, "No, you're a mutt.
Yeah,
You
you
don't
have
know
no
how.
idea.
You don't know how grandma made it. I'm making it." So like, I really want to like. I could complain about my parents 24/7, but something stuck because I want to do it just like them.
Right.
Do
Right.
you? Do you make any
Yeah.
of your mom's
I
recipes?
make everything. All my grandmother's recipes.
Okay,
Everything I make is my
give me one
grandmother's. My
if you could think of it.
artichokes.
Oh,
I
okay.
make everything
How
with
do
my
you make your artichokes? I'm
everything.
going to make first of all, the artichokes are $3.99 a
I know, but
pound.
because they're not really in
Artichoke.
season. But my grandmother's artichokes, because my grandfather was Sicilian, he had his way that he liked them, and she was not Sicilian. She was from Caggiano. So she liked them with the breadcrumbs and the stuffing, but
Okay.
he didn't. He liked just garlic and cheese.
Uh,
So we do the garlic and cheese. You get fresh, it has to be fresh Romano,
okay.
shredded, and like pressed
But
garlic.
first, tell me this. This is so I want to know how you clean the
Oh, I
artichoke
clean it
and
good.
see.
I'm
Okay.
perfect at that.
Okay. So you.
So I chop off the tops,
Okay.
like so the tips, those pointy prongs.
Yeah.
Chop that stem off, and then in the middle, I open everything up
Okay.
and I scoop all of that out. I scoop all that
Like
hair
purple
out.
and all that.
All of that
Okay.
comes out. So that's my middle. So if you're going to use breadcrumbs, you can put a lot in there. I put my garlic in there
Okay.
with the cheese, and then I just stuff with cheese
Okay.
and garlic. And then I put olive oil all over the top,
Okay.
and then I put it in a pot and I steam it. So it's like
Okay.
water and oil.
Okay.
And they're
Okay.
delicious.
I mean, I love artichokes. I'm a little similar. I was just curious because I don't scoop, so I'm going to scoop.
And
I
get
do
a
clean.
spoon, and you can
Okay.
really,
I didn't know that.
you can really get that hair out of there. I call
I
it the
know
hair.
because there is the
It's
hairy.
hairy.
And how about when the kid leaves the heart, the best
Oh, the
part?
best part.
Put a little salt on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I do the breadcrumb, but my mother's best friend Rosie makes the best artichokes.
What does she do that's so good?
So I don't know how she cleans them. That's why. But what she does is she puts them in a pot like you and steams it. But she puts chicken broth and water and then steams the shit out of it. And then all the time she takes that liquid and pours it on top.
Yes, yes,
Basting,
yes. I'm basting
yes.
constantly.
So I wasn't a baster.
Oh, you have to baste.
I didn't
It's all
realize.
about the base.
Not only is it so good, when my mother was dying, she would bring them over because you sit vigil when they're dying, and we would drink the juice,
the
broth, drink it.
Yeah.
So I try.
I'm gonna try with the chicken broth. I never did that.
She does it with the chicken broth, and she does like the Parmesan cheese, the breadcrumb, olive oil, like pretty similar. Like I said, I don't know how she cleans it, but they're like a little mouchade, like they're nice.
Very mouchade. They fall.
Yes, they
off.
fall off, and they're in the pot.
And they're in the pot floating.
Yes,
and
floating
those
around.
Are the ones you taste.
Those are the best ones. So I only got 6 because they were like I spent $30 on artichokes,
and they're a lot of work. I remember my nan saying, "Oh, this is such work."
It is, and so everyone's got to share. Like share an artichoke with the person to the right, like because yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
Maybe we'll make them one day. Like we'll really get a lot.
We should put that on.
We could do an artichoke.
Yeah, we should do an artichoke cook because they are tricky artichokes.
They're tricky, but I got it. I watched.
I would like to taste it.
I was there all the time. They live next door, so I was at their house all the time watching, and that's how I learned how to cook.
And you cut all the things off, right?
Cut them all off. All those pointy tips.
Okay. You need patience to clean them.
I got it down quick. I'm good.
Okay.
I'll show you. You get the big knife.
Yeah. And then just clip.
I don't even use the kitchen shears. I just when you do it with the knife, it comes off.
Oh, the whole top.
That whole put it on its side.
Oh.
And then take those outer edges off. Get rid of those.
Oh, I don't do that either. Okay, they're terrible. They're tough.
They're tough. You don't need that.
Oh, I'm gonna take. Okay, so if I take the whole top
I'll
off,
do an artichoke cleaning one with you. Do you want me to clean them for you
no,
before I leave?
that's too much work. No,
It's
because
not. It's
no,
5 minutes.
I'll do it. If I have
Oh.
a maybe
Well, I want
no,
to show you.
yeah, maybe show me on one and show me.
These people are so bored. They're
I'm
sleeping.
sorry, but this is
now,
what
people?
happens. This is our conversations. We
Oh,
see
and
each
then my
other every
Italian
day.
accent
I
comes
know. Then
out.
we're the Bronx. Then we're from the Bronx now. No more Bergen County. Now we're Bronx girls, Brooklyn girls, wherever we're from.
Because last night I went to a party and they had that infused beverage and I drank it, which I'm not an infused beverage drinker, and I didn't realize.
No, I don't know. Mine's green. Is yours off? Wait,
I
she's
think
gonna
it's
turn
on.
hers on.
Sorry, it's on. Maybe that's a sign not to talk about this. Anyway, I
No.
thought I was Joan Rivers.
Where are you?
I was up on that stage. There was no stage. It was the
I was
kitchen.
like, "Where's the
And
stage?"
I was telling jokes, and I had
right.
everybody. I thought I was Joan
You
Rivers.
were Joan Rivers.
I was
I
funny
could
as
see
hell.
that.
I don't know what I was talking about.
Yeah, I was
but
just gonna say, what
funny
were you
as hell.
saying?
I don't
It
know.
didn't make you tired?
Everybody was cracking. It made me a comedian.
I would like to try. I feel like I would fall asleep in my dish.
I went home early. I was only there for an hour and a half. Went to bed,
well,
slept
you
till
don't
9
know.
o'clock this
Exactly.
morning.
See what happens? You get giddy, and then all of a sudden you drop.
Oh,
but you
I
went
don't
home
feel like
by
I have
then.
a hangover. I feel
No,
fine today.
yeah.
I feel very good. I'm sorry. I'm not promoting anything because
No.
I'm not of that
People
type of person.
swear if you roll a joint and smoke it, that's supposed to be really good. Like a lot of
Oh, I
people,
don't
but
think we could do that.
we don't like I've
We're
never
too
been a
nerdy.
joint smoker.
We're scaredy cats.
We really are.
And
it's
I
like
probably
your
wouldn't have
lungs.
had this if I didn't, like if I knew, but it was like a punch. It was
Okay.
very good.
All right.
It was
Look,
only a little
over
bit.
Over ice.
Yeah, it had like cranberries, ice, it had a little grapefruit juice, and it was like a seltzer that was
Okay.
infused, and I had a cup of it, and it just took the edge off, and it made me funny.
Okay. All
I don't
right.
know.
Hey,
Joan
you're always
Rivers.
funny. You don't need that to make you funny,
I
but
know,
made
that's
you
true.
funnier, like
Maybe,
a Jonah
or
Rivers.
maybe I just thought I was funny,
Yeah.
and I really wasn't. I don't know.
But anyway, so I think that's all we got.
That's all we got.
I mean, to sum it up,
Yeah.
what's the sum up?
Just excuses. I
Yeah.
don't know. Sometimes you need. I don't know.
I don't
Is it
know.
excusing? Is it an excuse, or are you advocating? How about that?
Yeah, maybe think before you step in because it could be excuses, enabling, or sometimes they need Big Mama to come in and help. But as the teacher, put yourself in their shoes before you go all in.
Right. And
Okay.
don't react. Right.
Don't react.
Relax. Don't react.
Relax.
Don't relax. Don't do it.
Do it. Set your mind to it.
No,
Relax. Don't do it.
I think
whatever.
that's a dirty song.
All right.
Actually, now that I
That's
think
all
about
we
it.
got.
But that's all we got.
All right. Bye.